Hello, Chester Good here, and this is my spoiler discussion video for Avengers Endgame. Please, if you have not seen the movie, click away now. Okay? This is your last warning. Getting into spoilers. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Where do I even start? Well, I didn't expect Black Widow to be the one to be sacrificed for the Soul Stone. It was effective, though. When the movie wanted to be dark, they'd go dark. Like with the opening, they go straight to the dark concepts. Hawkeye losing his family, Tony Stark almost dying, Thanos freaking dying all in the first, 30 minutes? But I liked that the movie took its time with sadder moments and didn't undermine it with humor, which is a problem a lot of older MCU movies had with me. However, there was a part where it happened, the section where Thor joining the Guardians at the end felt so out of place, and it felt like it went on way too long, an out of place sandwich between two resolutions. Iron Man's death and funeral, and Captain America's resolution to his story. Now, the thing with Thor's storyline is that it does make sense for him to join the Guardians. I just didn't like the placement of it and the length of it. For example, the Spider-Man resolution was perfect, where he saw his friend Ned. It was a great wrap up to it. It didn't take too long, and it led into the next movie, and I thought that was fine. The fan service in the movie felt more in place, and as I said in my other video, more deserved. Old characters would appear, but they logically made sense to appear there. The Ancient One, Alexander Pierce, even the kid from Iron Man 3. But again, those weren't distracting and rather played a key part to getting a stone or were logically there. It was a good tribute. The only one that got annoying was Thor and his mom, which went on a bit too long. Maybe it's because I'm not really a fan of Thor 2. I think we had enough of a resolution for his storyline in the last two movies with him. Actually, what they did here, I've seen a lot of people critiquing, but it made sense to me. As he says in this movie, while he killed Thanos, Thor was too late. He has to live with that failure. Him losing his fitness and becoming a stoner was totally warranted. I thought it was an interesting take. Heck, seeing Korg, Meek, and Valkyrie was neat too. Though them playing Fortnite made no sense. I guess it's a private server. In general, there's just a lot of annoying product placements in the movie, from Audi to Axe body spray. The time travel ideas were messy, to say the least. They explained it numerous times in the film, but the more I think of it, things contradicted one another, like their explanations. Like, despite what they said in the movie, I felt like creating an alternate universe for each of these would make sense logically on what they did, with them technically killing 2014 Thanos and his army. Like, what, was he sent back with no memory? But let's say if they're killed in this future and there's just a split in the timeline creating an alternate universe, one where, let's say, in this past that they created, Loki disappears with the Tesseract, I guess that would make sense in alternate universes. But then it doesn't make sense to have alternate universes, because how does Captain America go back in time and is just in the normal timeline? I don't know. Discuss in the comments if you even get what I'm saying. It's just little gripes like that with the time travel that were a little bit annoying. Oh, and the sets for this movie, I almost forgot. Half the crap was made up. The Cap Cycle, War Machine Buster, which is a set I like. The Hall of Armor doesn't appear. Makes sense to put it in here because it might be their last chance to make an MCU one with Iron Man gone. I think that Quinjet appears for a second maybe? Last year's Guardianship had more prominence in this film, TBH. The only set that made sense was the Avengers compound, as it's where the climax takes place with Thanos and such, though none of those vehicles make sense in the inclusion. But I understand they couldn't make these too accurate as it would reveal too many spoilers. Marvel was extra secretive about the film, understandably so. I don't even know if I would make any extra sets to this movie. Unless they make a big D2C of the last battle, which they would never do. The other choices they would have to make are just made up stuff, just like the War Machine Buster and the motorcycle, because there's not really too much action scenes that would warrant a play set or whatnot, and that's okay. Though it would be so nice to get minifigures like Ronin and the Captain America suit we're missing out on, and just a lot of the suits in general, or even a thick Thor. Alright, I'm probably rambling on at this point about the spoilers, but if you want to hear me talk more about them, check out the Action Cast episode we just did, which has 40 plus minutes of spoiler talk. I don't have too much else to say, but what did you guys think? You could spoil away in the comments below. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.